Today we're gonna find out what kind of apartment you can get in Da Nang for about $600 US. My buddy Ryan just moved into a new place. He's gonna show us around. After we see the apartment, we'll sit down, we'll talk about how he found the rental, how much he's paying, what kind of contract he has, what's the location like. So let's go meet Ryan, take a look around.
This is really cool, Ryan.
Yeah, I like the footage. So
What's this, just a little closet here?
fire exit.
Oh, fire exit.
Yeah, it's
And just in case you forget what floor you're on, Ryan.
Yeah, it's written in tape. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
taped on the floor.
So elevator walks out directly into the apartment. That's probably my favorite thing about the whole apartment.
The one bedrooms, just for the one bedrooms, the living room is just
So
like bigger by this bedroom size amount.
So not quite big enough for a bedroom.
The style.
Perfect for an office.
The one bedroom is like the floors are all the same size. Right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the one bedroom.
Nice view.
For the one bedroom, the living room is like this, the size of this bedroom bigger.
That's huge, though.
So that's
That's
what I think, so,
massive.
yeah. Here.
Second bathroom.
But the deal breaker was there's no balcony.
What do you think of the place?
I think it's cool for
Second floor, so it's just
one even like two people.
Perfect, right?
So no, at the moment it said like open the elevator and then the whole thing is fine. Like
What? It's so cool.
Yeah. So the second floor doesn't have windows on this side. The second floor has no windows on the right side, and then we're on the left side.
So main living room here, you got a kitchen, big open living room.
I love this rug. I bought this rug. Beautiful. Really ties the room together.
So the
There's
place,
space here too.
the place was pretty plain when you first got it. But then you got a bunch of plants, added a rug.
Surprisingly, how much the plants is. I got a bigger TV too. There's a tiny one before, and I was like, I want a big TV. Binoculars
what do you need it in the house?
to look at Mama Hills.
Oh.
You can see Mama Hills on.
All right, first things first. How much are you paying for this place?
18 mil.
18 million Vietnamese. That's about 680 US dollars, I think. Does that sound right?
I'm
Okay.
Canadian, so I go Canadian. It's like 950 Canadian. Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, 950 Canadian, I think 680 USD. Pretty good price. That's kind of middle of the road. You can get really small studio apartments for a good amount less than that. You can spend a whole lot more than that if you really want to, if you want to get fancy. Bills and things like that, normally you have to pay for electricity and Wi-Fi. Do you know what that kind of comes out to yet? Or not?
Yeah, so I've been here a month. Got my first bill just last week. Wi-Fi is actually included. That's
Okay.
nice. Some people get their own Wi-Fi. If you want, then you have to pay for that.
So utilities, the biggest thing is AC for most people.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got the big open balcony here. There's a lot of light that comes up. It's an amazing view, but you get the sun kind of coming straight into the apartment.
Yeah.
So it probably makes it really hot in here.
Yeah.
So if you're home, you pretty much have to have the AC on. One nice thing is it's not super common that you have an AC unit in the living room. Like it's up here in the corner, but it's blowing straight into the living room. A lot of times you only have AC units in the bedrooms. So that's a big plus that you have it here. But that's what's going to make your electricity bill go up a lot.
True. I also have two dehumidifiers as well.
Probably looking at about 2 million, like in hot months, so maybe about 80 USD for bills for your electricity. You said Wi-Fi is included.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pay for water and trash, which is literally a couple dollars
Yeah.
here and there. Any like building maintenance fees, anything like that?
Nothing like that. No.
Also, this is a service department, so you have cleaning once
Yeah,
a
I get
week?
cleaning once a week.
All right, so that's included. Once a week, someone's going to come clean your entire apartment.
Yeah.
That's huge. So basically, you've got 3 types of rentals in Da Nang. You've got houses, service departments, and big condo complexes. So this is a serviced apartment. So these are smaller buildings. How many floors is this building?
7 floors.
So 7 floors, and each floor is 1 unit.
Each floor is 1 unit. First floor is parking and shared laundry.
So a lot different than a condo where you can have hundreds of people living in one building. So you've got a handful of units here. What was your contract like? How many months did you sign for?
They really preferred a 6-month minimum contract.
That seems, you can get month-to-month contracts. A lot of places like 3-month contracts. If it's a nice place, it's usually 6 months or more. If you go monthly or 3-month rentals, your options are a lot limited, especially for nice places, because there's gonna be somebody that's willing to do a 6-month contract.
Yep.
So they're willing to wait it out, and there's gonna be, any nice place like this, there's gonna be people lined up to see it. So they'll tell you it's 6 months, you can sign right now, or the next person's gonna come see it and they're probably gonna take it.
Yeah, and that was kind of the case. There's 3 other people lined up to take it, but the property manager was really good, and he was just like, oh, well, you messaged me first, so you saw it first, so you got first dibs. The other thing was he mentioned, and I've talked to a lot of the neighbors now, they're here very long term. Like some people, the guy below me has been here apparently for 5 years, and others for like a year or 2. And I actually have the shortest lease of 6 months right now.
A place like this is pretty much as long as you decide to stay in Da Nang.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably stay in this
Yeah,
place.
it's nice.
Because
out of the places.
it's hard to find a nice place in Da Nang for a fair price. And so when you do find something you like, you
you
stick
want to
it
hold
out.
on to it, yeah.
Right. Same with me. The house that I just got, I'll live there for 5 years probably.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as I'm here, I'm gonna try to hold on to this place for sure.
And how did you find this place exactly? It's kind of an interesting story, right?
Yeah, I was just well, I remember what you kind of said before when, you were kind of saying how to find places. Yes, there's agents, but sometimes you can just drive around and you can walk into places. There's signs a lot on the doors. So I liked the idea of living in this area. So I just drove by and was looking up at a bunch of buildings, just seeing, oh, that looks cool, that looks cool. And then I saw this was an apartment. There was a sign on the door. It didn't say room available, but I just thought like, oh, just contact them. So I just messaged them and I got so lucky. And they're like, yeah, we have 2 available.
That's really lucky because
Yeah.
maybe it takes a bit of effort, but you could just drive around areas you like and hope that you see a building that's going to have a sign that says apartment for rent, and then you can just contact them directly. You don't have to go through agents and stuff like that. But sometimes if you find a building you like, the number's going to be on the door.
Yeah.
But if it's a nice building, I'm sure that it's usually all the apartments are taken. So you just got really lucky that you happened to contact them and they're like, yeah, we do have an apartment.
Yeah.
And probably the person moving out had just moved out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about location a little bit. So we're in Mian, which is the busiest, most popular area in Da Nang for foreigners and tourists. I usually don't recommend living in Mian because you're usually going to pay more money just to be in this area. But we're on the river side. So Da Nang is split into the beach side and the city side. Obviously, most people want to be on the beach side, but we're on the river, but still on the beach side. So as far as you can be away from the beach, but still on the beach side. So you're probably not even a 5-minute drive to the beach, probably a 20-minute walk if you wanted to. And what's great about this area, obviously you've got ridiculous view over the river and the bridges and all that. There's not going to be any tourists this way. Everybody's staying really close to the beach. Even there's not going to be a ton of foreigners because everybody wants to be as close to the beach as possible. So what do you think about this location?
I really like it. When I first came, I stayed like right in Mian, like 2 streets away from the beach. Stayed there for 3 weeks, and it was a little bit too noisy for me and maybe too touristy. So then I went to Choti Vinte, which is like a local food street. Loved the energy there. It was really cool. I love that location, but the apartment was a bit small. It was 10 mil, like a 1-bedroom / studio sort of deal. So the idea was with rainy season, I wanted to see if I could find a bigger spot that I could be more comfortable with. And I was okay just with moving even closer to the river, because there may not be as many food spots as there was, say, as when I was on Choti Vente. There's still like so many things nearby, and it's so easy to just order food or just jump on my bike and go down the street. So I was like, yeah, that's okay for location. And the fact that the river is here with a beautiful view, that was like a huge plus to location. And this is like a pretty main road as well, I would say. So like when I'm getting around, like it's easy to just be on this road and go where I need to go.
Yeah, there's a ton of really cool kind of local beer and food, Vietnamese style restaurants. So tonight, Ryan's actually having a housewarming party, so he's going to invite a few people over. We'll probably end up going and getting something to eat, having some beers at one of these cool restaurants right along the street. So a bit more of a local Vietnamese vibe here. If you were to go about a 2-minute drive towards the beach, you're going to start seeing lots of tourists. This exact apartment, a 2-minute drive towards the beach, would probably be 25 million. So it's just a really good combination of location and price here. The apartment was, everything you see was here, fully furnished
I bought
for the most
some
part.
things. Yeah, fully furnished for the most part. I bought some little things. Like I bought a new TV, bought this rug, set up kind of like an office.
Yeah, nice.
Well.
You added a lot of plants and stuff.
Yeah, I've got like 20 plants now. Kind of went nuts with that.
So that's pretty standard. Every house or apartment that you rent, it's usually going to come fully furnished with all the basics.
Yeah.
Usually you're going to have some kind of TV, but usually not a very good TV. So you'll have everything you need, but there's a lot of things you can kind of upgrade if you wanted to.
I could say one thing, because we'll talk about in the walkthrough, we'll kind of see it, but this is the top floor. And I was kind of worried, especially with rainy season, just like, what is like, maybe there's leaks, right? So that kind of worried me because it hadn't rained too much before and everything looked good. Like I tried to look at the wall right in the corners for like mold and like signs of leakage. And I didn't really see much. But once rainy season started, a couple leaks started to happen, which you'll see. Yeah, but
so overall, everything looks really high quality. When you're looking at the light switches and the different light fixtures, just little things here and there, you got to really look into details and see if you can tell quickly if it's really cheap quality or pretty good quality. So overall, the quality of the entire place is pretty good. Something you're always going to want to look for is leaks and mold. Just started raining season. We had 10 days straight of pretty heavy rain. So you're on the top floor here. So the benefit is you've got the best view you can possibly get, but then more likely to have little leaks. So not major issue.
yeah.
Like I'm sure they're going to deal with it and fix it. But
Yeah, they're just waiting for consecutive sunny days, and it's a big job. They're actually gonna like repatch the whole roof, and then come in and fix things. They've been really good about it and communicating really well, though. So yeah, it's not like it's not too much of a big deal, and they're on it. So I'm pretty happy.
yeah, it's a pretty common thing, leaks and little bits of mold. The more important thing is that you have a good landlord that you can communicate with, and when you tell him a problem, he deals with it quickly. So overall, you're pretty happy with the place?
Yeah, super happy. Every time I come home after like a long day or like even a little visa run, come in here and I'm like, nice. I
Yeah,
wake up in the morning sometimes and like, wow.
it's an awesome spot. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan, thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it. Hope that was useful.
Yeah.
See you guys in the next video. Peace.